I love your questions. City, because the city is the future, and because I love the countryside, I don't want to spoil it with human sprawl. Both. Because if you're not vulnerable, then you are not sensitive, and to be courageous is to be vulnerable and even then to be not afraid. Again, sorry, both, because it has to manifest, our aspiration will begin with abstraction and it comes on the ground, and that is construction. It's the human resources in us that allows us to use natural resources consciously or not consciously or stupidly. So how we engage with the resources depends on our own resourcefulness. So human resources. Spaces is what we inhabit, and the materials only help to define the space, but what we occupy is the space. Craftsmanship. Because what we make, it makes us. So I prefer to have our hands in the matter, Practicing. Because I think teaching is not really an activity. Learning is an activity. So when you practice, you learn. And when we so-called are teaching, we are actually facilitating learning. Because nothing can be taught, but everything can be learned. And I think even the student, they can only learn if they experience and if they practice. Only practice is the method of learning. Risk, of course, because comfort zone is like not being alive, It's like saying adventure or security. You just need enough comfort that you are not in a position of stress. Always creating. No, never reacting. It puts us in a position of judging somebody else's creation. I believe in collaboration, and there is the spirit of the future will be not to compete but to collaborate. We create our circumstances, or we can create things in all circumstances. Auroville. We are very much shaped by where we come from, but we are also shaped by what aspirations we have for the future. So for me, Auroville represents, for the human potential, what it is possible to do. And so that is more important than the roots, because it's a question of who we want to become in the course of what we do. Doing. Taking time means actually doing, because taking time doesn't mean to be slow. Taking time means to proactively take your time, not to act like time is a thing which passes. Process is life. Production is just the outcome. I love Granada, I think. From the architectural examples and the courtyards and the housing itself, the fabric, there are many more things that I appreciate of Granada. I like that Venice has not allowed the car, so it gives us a memory how we used to all organize our mobility before the automobile came. So in that sense, I find Venice as a very precious surviving city where we can all go and learn.